Hello, this is Miranda Dopp. This is my presentation for Project 1, Composition with Glyphs. And for this project, we were to have two compositions, one using the Helvetica typeface and one using Adobe Garamond typeface. And we were to use unique black and white glyphs in each composition. And each composition was also to incorporate a stroke, a stem, a spine, a bowl, and an ascender or a descender, which I have in both of my compositions. My first composition is my Helvetica composition, and there are a few design principles at work in this composition that I think work well to make it a good piece. And so I'll point out a few of those. I think that the focal point works well to give good emphasis, and I think the focal point is where the top of the A, the apex of the A, meets the counter of the Q. And these help also with the next design principle that's at work, which is movement, because our eye is able to go to that focal point, but then the movement of the piece is able to help us travel through it so that our eye can go through that A, down the stroke of the A, across the bar of the A, and back up through that, and then continue to move through the black shapes in the piece. I mean the black letters in the piece, through the Q and the C and the H, and then come back up along the side, and then our eye is able to continue that again. So we don't get stuck in one spot, and our eye isn't taken straight off the page. So I think that works well. Also, the lost and found, I think, helps with that, because it helps to break up some of the shapes, and it also helps to give the entire piece unity. So I think those three things really help to make this piece work overall. The second piece is my Adobe Garamond piece, and I think that this one is working well for also a few reasons, and because of a few design principles. One of the ones that I think works really well is the movement in this piece. I think specifically because of some of the shapes of the letters and the curves and the S and the O and the B and the P, but also then the focal point of that V being there almost works like an arrow to direct us back into the curve of those shapes, and so our eye is able to continually move through the piece, and I think it's not letting us, our eye isn't being taken off the page, and we're not getting stuck anywhere, and our eye is able to keep moving through that. I think the Gestalt principle is also working, the lost and found is working to help with that, and to help with the unity, to break up some of that, but to keep our eye flowing through the different letters and through the shapes that are created because of those letters. I think that those three things, the lost and found and the movement and the focal point, are working well to hopefully make this a good composition. Thanks. Hope you like my work.